fellas, we have burned the budget with this one. I had a wild, just a wild idea about a week ago or so to, again, I never really liked bringing in the Fire Chaser coaster here. And one thing is, I think it's because it is such, it was such a messed up version because I don't actually, we don't actually have that Gerstlauer, that launch type system that I need to accurately recreate the Fire Chaser Express. And so the one that I had sitting in this spot for the last couple months was a kind of like a little makeshift version that I had made for the Adventure Cove Park. Adventure Cove, I think Adventure Point. I don't remember what I even called it. That was from that park. And I had, you remember, probably back, I don't know how long ago it was, I got into a little bit of a rushed, lazy type of phase with Wilderness Springs. And I was bringing in a lot of just trash that I built way back in the day. And I was just really searching for filler episodes. I know maybe if you've caught these episodes, it might not seem like that. Because, I mean, I know you guys love Wilderness Springs and what it's become, but, like, it's one of those things where maybe you didn't notice it. You may have. Some of you even called me out on it. I noticed it. I know when I get quick and lazy with projects. And, Wilderness Springs definitely, over the course of this build, we started this back in January, so it's the end of May now. So over the course of this build, I have run into laziness, and even with this series continuing, I have run into creative droughts, not knowing what I need to do next, what needs to go into this area. Do I need another ride? Do I need another coaster? Do I need another flat ride? Do I need more shops? And that is kind of what bred me putting that Fire Chaser Express in this spot. And it was such just a poorly put together area, a total look over. You'll notice even a lot of times back in the POVs, it was totally skipped over. It was something I didn't even want to film. It was an eyesore. Leading into that shopping area, pretty much the attention would, your eye would draw over to the actual resort and to the wing coaster and to more recently Frontier Pass, and the Fire Chaser Express, the whole Fire Mountain idea, totally passed over. It was a whack idea to begin with. I never should have brought that coaster in here and should have thought to do something that took a little more talent and a little more detail and patience, like what we have here with the log flume. And if you don't know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I found a piece of concept art from an early version of what Splash Mountain was going to be. In Disney World and, what have you. And I based this whole area off that, started it over the weekend, and it essentially, I've just fallen in love with the area and using the rocks, and I feel that that this area is back to true Wilderness Springs form in that it is a unique type of build. It was able to bring a little bit of Western, Western wilderness, Western frontier into the park. And I am just ecstatic how it turned out and how the texture of these Western rocks look. And I'm not even a real big fan of the log flume in this game. I think a lot of you will agree with me when we say that the drop hills are really hard. They're hard to make it look like you want. They don't have that curvature that we want and need. And I think Sam and Andy and them guys have even addressed that it needs to be worked on. Needs to be fixed. So it's one of those things where I just I think with the level of scenery that I was able to put together with this log flume, you can kind of look past the shortcomings of the actual ride. And really, if you guys been following me since my RCT3 days, isn't that the story of my life? Like, you know, no matter how terrible I make a ride, normally I can come in and save it with theming. So that is kind of, that is what this whole area just started out with, a single piece of concept art that I found on Pinterest. And, yeah, I have just been rolling with it. Now, of course, there's a lot left to do. I don't have the queue ready yet. We'll jump into real time here in just a few minutes, and I'll show you the queue and just the overall layout. It's pretty cool. You might have seen in the little bit last part of the cinematic, I've got like a whole backstage indoor building area. Nothing's themed out indoor. I don't even know if I'll show a POV of this. That might be something like when you guys get your hands on the park. That is something you might want to try, is to create you like a cool indoor section. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I've kind of given you the bare bones of the backstage area and in the indoor section. So maybe that's something you can run with. Like I said, once we wrap all this up and you get your hands on the park. But yeah, like I said, this whole area, I haven't touched anything else about Wilderness Springs since probably Saturday-ish. I think that's when I started all this. I really wanted to challenge myself. I even remember going upstairs and I was thinking, you know, I'm like, you know, I need to get something to drink, get something to eat, and so I can just go downstairs and focus on this build. And like I said, it was one of those things where I took it serious. It wasn't just coming down here to, you know, just dick around and see what I could come up with. Like, once I found that concept art, I knew that it was going to require some next level theming, and I was going to have to pull out some of the Sdanwolf tricks to make this happen. But still a lot of fun. Still having a lot of fun with it. Still got a lot to do. So we'll just kind of have to just keep rolling with this. I know we're 21 episodes in. But, you know, ideas are still flowing, so I'm just going to keep this rolling. I'll show you in the slow down section. I've started like another little backstage area, with some recycling and you know, all that. And yeah, so that is kind of what's going on. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Oh, thank you guys for your awesome support on, mine, or SP Ridley and my, first Planet Coaster Dreams episode. We're already up to like 1,100 views. You know, I know at first SP Ridley was like, oh man, I don't know about this. It only has like 200 or 300 views. And I'm like, man, that's like a good video for me. Like 200 or 300 views, and it's only been out a day. Yeah, this one's going to get into the thousands. I already know, just by other videos and stuff that I've put out, just judging by the trajectory. Like, if it already has 200 or 300 views by the end of the first day, typically that's a video that'll get into the thousands for me, which is a really good video. So, you know, and it's like John T tells me all the time. He's like, don't get discouraged. He's like, if only 100 people watch a video that you put out, that's 100 more people that would have watched it if you didn't put anything out. So, you know, for a channel of my size, there's like a little over 1,900 of you. You know, to get 1,000 views, that is a pretty good video to me. Like, you know, you can't really compare me with a channel that has 2 or 3 million subscribers and they're getting, you know, 1 million subscribers and they're getting 50, 60, 70, 80,000 views. That's just, you know, that is not what that's not what I'm aiming for here. So I will tell you this, a video that gets over 1,000 views on this channel is a good performing video. And like I said, I'm cool with that. Some of you guys have been around when I literally made these videos for 11 people. Like, I had 11 subscribers for like 8 months. And each video would get like 20 or 30 views. So I am. I just have fun, and we were just talking today, like in one of the Discords, making videos for Planet Coaster for me is an extension of the video game. I really have fun doing this. Yeah, I only do it as a hobby. Like, I don't look to quit my day job and become a full-time YouTuber anytime soon. But what I'm saying is, creating these YouTube videos for you guys and having you guys interact and like the videos and comment on it, that has essentially become an extension of the game for me. Like, I really don't think I would have as much fun just playing the game for myself and not being able to show you guys. Like, this has definitely become an important component and an important extension of Planet Coaster, is making these videos and doing the edits and the voiceovers and finding music for the videos and just seeing your guys' reactions. And like, I really love it. I know my upload schedule, you can never keep up with it. That's why I only say new videos every week. I never put a time on them. Sometimes I love getting these videos together and then uploading them and setting them to go live while I'm going to bed. And then, you know, 6, 7, 8 hours later, waking up and it already having, you know, 120, 130 views. And you guys already starting to comment and like the videos. I really, really look forward to jumping up and checking my phone and seeing what's went down over the night. Because you got to figure, like, once it's 5 in the morning for me, or 4 o'clock in the morning, when a lot of you guys are watching this, it's like 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of you guys are waking up and watching these videos, and I'm still way asleep. And that is really cool. That's why I kind of like these late night uploads. It's just that surprise of waking up in the morning and seeing how the video did. So I think I've rambled on enough. I've kept you here enough now. So let's jump into the real time real quick. I'll show you a little bit of the area and what we still have to do. And yeah, then I will look forward to getting your thoughts down below. So hold on one sec. All right, guys, here we are. And yes, so this is it. This is what you have been seeing on Twitter pretty much all week and all weekend is my new little western area here in Wilderness Springs. And we got a little Monsieur Fritz over here. So, you know, just a little bit of food they can stop and take in as they're making their way over the bridge. And actually, you remember seeing in the concept art, this in the actual concept art, the path is supposed to go over the actual main drop of the log flume. Couldn't really, it didn't look right the way I had it laid out. So what I did was I have actually curved, just curved the path back, and we have done a you know, like an implied really cool gift shop that's kind of back in the mountain. And so yeah, this is kind of it. I've started on a little backstage area. Still need to get a road back here, maybe connect it over there with the little recycling center that I've started kind of over here behind the haunted house and all that. So just trying to put some, make it a little more believable, you know, with the different backstage areas. So, and like I also mentioned, still have to do a lot on the station and get the queue going and you know, bust a little more of the land out right here. But, you know, like I said, it's coming along really good. I love how the rock work and the foliage worked out. I love how I was able to put the bridge in level and was really able to theme the bridge out really cool. The waterfall worked out cool. But really what sells this whole thing for me has got to be the rock work. I have just, I think it just looks so awesome. This hands down my favorite rock in the game is this Western rock, and the story that the story you're able to tell with it is just incredible. If you move out into the rest of Wilderness Springs, like I said, what we wanted to do is not have any giant major major eye line mess ups, and you can tell even like if you're down here at the theater, can't see it, nothing big giant, and you know, overwhelming in the skyline. We've still got the construction walls up because still got to come up with some cool stuff out here on the entrance. But yeah, as soon as they come through the rock, that's kind of when the big reveal point is, kind of for the mountain and the big drop and all that. We've kind of got a little bit of a show, a small little stunt show going on over here. Little guy should pop back up here in a minute. Ah, there he is. Don't shoot, George. Yeah. So, but yeah, so this is it, guys. This is what has taken over the old ratty Fire Chaser Express coaster, and I think you guys will agree with me. Once I'm done with everything, it really looks a lot better than that coaster did. So, and you know, Wilderness Frontier Pass too. I remember the log flume was originally going to go back here. Now I think it opens the door to have maybe more flat rides back here. Maybe you just come up with something else back in Frontier Pass instead of me rushing and trying to cram a log flume in over there. So maybe we'll just come up with some new ideas for Frontier Pass and you know what we can get going back there. But yeah, so guys, this is the park as of May 23rd. So I need to finish up on the log flume, and then who knows kind of what we'll get in after that. But I am really digging the log flume, really digging how this whole park is coming out. We need to just kind of keep chugging along here and getting some more of this themed out and more of it done. So anyways, guys, like always, give me a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video. Episode 21 is officially on the books. And yeah, subscribe for more Planet Coaster content. Let me know your thoughts down below. And OS Sdanwolf will catch you in the next video. See you guys.
Still a 10 on my left wrist in the soul place. On my knees, thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people.